Hello, today I'll be talking about different Boolean operators. So we've talked a little bit about Boolean values, which are the values that can be either true or false. And today we'll talk a little bit about how to work with these values. Yes, so let's get into the code. And the first thing that I'll talk about is the equality operator. So we can check if two numbers are equal to each other. So for example, we can check if 1 is equal to 1. If this is true, if 1 is equal to 1, this log should be true. So let's try and see here. So this is true. Cool. We can also check if 1 is not equal to 1. And this is false, because 1 is not equal to false. 1 is not equal to 1, so this should be false. We can check if also is 1 not equal to 2. Yes, that is true. 1 is not equal to 2, so this should return true. So let's see, true, false, and true. Then we have a little bit of a peculiarity here in JavaScript, because what if we check for this? So the number 1, we check is it equal to, with the two equal signs, the string of 1. Intuitively, you would probably think, no, these are not equal to each other because we are comparing a number and a string. But we see here that it is actually true. And the reason is that when we use two equal, then we are only comparing the value. So that means the value here is 1 and the value here is also 1. So how can we then fix this? We can use 3 equals, like this. So here we are checking, first we check is the value equal to each other, that is the two ones. But then with the third one we check is the type also the same. And the type is not the same, because here we have a number and here we have a string. So if we reload this, we see that maybe it would be nice if I did like this. So we can see both what we are checking and the value of that. Let's not do it for the rest of them right now. But here we're checking, is 1, is that equal to both the value and the type? And it is not. This is false, because the type is not the same. Okay? So that is what we call equality operators, checking is something equal to something else or is it not equal to. We can also check a string. So is A equal to A? And this should be true because it's the same character. Okay. Another one is relational operators. So these are called equality. And then we have relational. And relational, as the name kind of says, is something in relation to each other. Let's outcomment these so they are not confusing us too much, and check some relational things. So that would be, for example, checking if is 1 larger than 2. Okay, is 1 larger than 2? No, 1 is smaller than 2. So this should return false. It does. Is 2 larger than 0? Yes, 2 is larger than 0. So this should return true. And it does. Cool. Then we can also check another thing, which is we can check that it is either larger than or equal to. So first we could check, is 1 larger than 1? No, 1 is not larger than 1 because 1 is 1. So it returns false here. But is 1 larger than or equal to 1? Yes, it is. Okay. So let's just do this one here. So here we check. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. Is 1 larger than 1? No, it's not. Is 1 larger than or equal to 1? Yes, because 1 is equal to 1. So if we were a little bit more practical with this, we could maybe have something called like account funds. So let's say I have 1,000 kroners on my account. Okay, 1,000 anything, right? And I want to buy a television. Television price equals to 2,000. Okay. So now I can check if my account funds are larger than the television price, then I would afford to buy this television, right? But because I only have 1,000, I cannot afford this television. So therefore, this should return false because account funds is not larger than the price. So this is false. If I change my account, say I have actually 5,000 kroner and the price of the television is only 2,000, now I can afford to buy the television. So then it should say true. Okay, so we could even do something like this. Can I buy a television? Can I buy a television? True, if I have 5,000. If I only have 500 kroners, then it's false. Then I cannot buy it, right? Okay, so these were the equality operators, the relational operators, and then we have the logical operators. So here we can check, and maybe in the beginning it'll be a little bit weird, and then when it gets concrete, it'll make a little bit more sense. So we can check this. Okay, so this keyword here, like the two and signs, or the two and characters, what we're doing here is we're checking is what is to the left of this, is that true? And that's how you read this. And is the one on the right true? Okay, so is the one on the left true? And is the one on the right true? In this case, that is correct. This is true and this is true. Therefore, this should return true, or this should evaluate to true. Let's again outcomment these. And we see that this expression here evaluates to true. So what if I said that the one on the left is false and the one on the right is true? Okay, now we can see that it returns false over here. And why is that? That's because we're saying is the one on the left true and is the one on the right true. We can call this an expression. So it's the expression on the left true and it's the expression on the right true. No, it's not, because this is false and this is true. Okay, so when we use and, they both have to be true. So if we do like this, this would also return true because none of them are true. So here we get false, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so that's the and. Then we have another one called or. And it looks like this. Oh, sorry. So we would do, if we just do the same again with the true expression on the left and the true expression on the right, then what we are asking here is the expression on the right true, or is the expression on the left true, or is the expression on the right true? And in this case, that is true because they are actually both true. And it's only asking for one of them to be true because it's asking, is this true or is this true? So let's try and do this one. True or false. Okay. Up here what happened was that this returned, or this evaluated to false, because they were not both true. Only one of them was. Here we're just asking for one of them because we're asking, is this true or is this true? And in this case, the one on the left is true. So this should evaluate to true. And we see that it does. Okay. So that's the difference. If we did like this, false or false, they are both false, so this will be false. Okay. So the difference is in this one, where one of them is true and the other one is false. Then when you do an OR operator, this will evaluate to true, because we're just asking, just one of them needs to be true. Then the OR is fine. And it's a bit more strict. It says they both have to be true. Otherwise, I will not evaluate to true. Okay. So this maybe sounds a little bit theoretical, but let's try and make it very concrete. Okay. So we have a Boolean that represents if a user is logged in. Is user logged in? Okay. So right now we set it to true. Okay. So we assume that the user is logged in. Then we have another one. Account type equals to, and let me just see, premium. Okay. So let's say we have some kind of website where there are some different account types. You can be premium, you can be VIP, you can be normal, you can be whatever, right? Oh, account, account like this. Yes. Okay, so we have a website that have different account types. And we say that if the user is logged in and the account type is premium, then we want to show some kind of exclusive web page. So the first thing we would do there is create the Boolean to make this happen. Let's again comment this out. So we are only working with this. So how would we do this? We would say, is the user logged in and is the account type equal to premium? Okay. In this case, that is true. Let's make this a little bit larger. Okay. So in this case, that is true. Is user logged in is true and the account type is equal to premium. If we said that the user was not logged in, then we didn't want to show the premium page, right? Because we don't know the user. So then it shows false. Okay. What if the account type is normal? Okay. Then this also says false. But if it is premium and the user is logged in, then this evaluates to true, and then we can take some action on it, which we'll see in the next video how to do that. Okay, so what about using the OR operator? This was a concrete example of the AND operator, but let's take a concrete look at the OR operator. Let's say that we have a page on this website where if you are a premium user, right, or if you are a VIP user, then we would show like the fancy page with all the cool animations and all that. So if you are either a premium or if you are a VIP user, then we want to show the web page for you. So then we would do account type equals to premium, okay, or account type equals to VIP, okay. If one of these is true, then we'll show the fancy web page for them. So right now, this one is true because it's a premium. So this should evaluate to true. Let's look. Okay, this is true. Let's change this to VIP, okay? And we save. And this is still true. But if we say normal here, then it should evaluate to false, because now suddenly the account type is not premium and it's not VIP. Then this will evaluate to false, as we see. But if just one of these is true, then it evaluates to true, and then we can show the fancy page. Okay? Cool, that was it. Yes, bye.